What is up, Facebook? Just here doing a real quick video. I've done this video for years. For some of you guys that know this, I'm a true entrepreneur. I have my own group called Club 100, which is for business owners in Illinois specifically. And I also have a marketing firm called Smash Media, where our mission is to smash your competition, choke them in submission until they tap out, where we do Facebook advertisement, Instagram ads, we do landing pages, you name it. But I wore they're not really sunglasses, they're more like show glasses. I wore the glasses just for attention so people would hate. But I wanted to talk about in this video, when I used to have sales reps and I used to have a company which sold fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, etc., to door-to-door to homes, and I used to hire people to do an advertisement through the Chicago Tribune, the Daily Herald, and the Chicago Sun-Times. I would have sales meetings every Monday and Wednesday for all the new salespeople, and then Friday would be like a follow-up for anybody that's in sales. And what I would talk about is that in this world, in business, right, there's three types of people, and you guys are probably going to be familiar with them. Even some of you guys might be guilty of being one of the three. There's the instigators, there's the spectators, and there's the participators. So let's go right into it. First of all, instigators are the people that you guys know that crap on everything that you talk about that's positive. You've got a new opportunity, they're going to tell you 50 ways it's not going to work. You get a new car, they're going to tell you what it's missing or how big the payment is. You get a new home, they're going to tell you, well, I don't know if this is a good area or is this the best school district. These are what we call instigators. These are also the people that are telling you that whatever business venture that you're trying to get into, don't do it. It's never going to work. But that's how they go through life. That's what they do. They're instigators. God forbid you have a great relationship, they'll find a way to throw some salt on it. If you have a child, they'll find a way to insult your child, because that's what these people do. They're the instigators. They're the people that are the outside looking in. We could be having a business meeting talking about $1 million transactions and doing $1 million business deals. And they're the ones sitting outside looking in the window saying, what's going on in there? Oh, this looks a little fishy. That's an instigator. That's what they do. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in anything is going to happen in a positive. So they constantly are putting you down and constantly making you second guess yourself and second guess your ability, because that's what instigators do. The second person is what we call a spectator. It's better than the instigator. The only problem with the spectator is this is the person that actually had the guts to come into the room. This is the person that actually had the guts to do things and actually try to jump on an opportunity in a business, maybe get into a new career, whatever. But the problem with the spectators is that they're just here and they're watching. How many of you guys are familiar with people that are instigators? Let me know in the comments. How many of you guys know what I talk about with participators? You might be a participator. You might be the person that's in something that watches everything that happens but never does anything, right? If anything, what the spectators usually do is they go and talk to the instigators and tell them what's going on in the room. And what do you think the instigator is going to say? The instigator is going to agree with you. I told you, man, it's a bunch of crap. It's never going to work, right? But at the end of the day, this world is broken up into people that drift in life and people that are making things happen, right? You know, either you're making things happen, constantly making moves, constantly trying to elevate yourself and elevate others, or you're a person that's watching everybody elevate, watching everybody make moves, and meanwhile, you're just hating on them, saying, oh, this is not going to work, that's not going to work, and you go hang out with the instigators, because all the instigators do is they basically talk about nothing. They don't plan on doing anything. They don't plan on elevating themselves or others. And the only problem with a participator is that you're in the game. You're actually associating with the people that are making things happen, and you're just watching it, not trying to get in, not trying to see how you can be part of it, right? And then the last one is a participator. A participator is the only people that I associate with. It's the only people that that I allow in Club 100, or eventually I kick them out if they're just spectators, because what a participator is someone that's constantly making things happen, constantly looking for the next move, constantly just moving, because they know even if they move and it's a mistake, it doesn't matter, because you just keep on moving and eventually something hits, right? If you tell me that 9 out of 10 businesses fail, then I'm going to start 10, because one of them is going to succeed. See, that's what a participator does. You don't have to babysit them. You don't have to watch them. They just make moves, right? And these are the type of people that you want to associate with. These are the type of people you want to team up with, but these are also the type of people you want to do business with or associate with. Even if I was looking for people to hire for my company, I'm not going to hire an instigator that complains all the time. Definitely not going to hire a spectator, someone that joins, gets paid, and watches everybody make things happen. I'm going to hire somebody that participates, someone that's going to solve problems, someone that knows that they either are going to be the solution or they're going to be the problem, right? At the end of the day, participators are people that make things happen, constantly doing things. I remember when I ran salespeople, I would tell them at meetings, you're either one of these three people. You're either an instigator, you probably already quit after the first week because you couldn't hang it. The participator is a person that's sitting there complaining how they're not making anything happen in the business. They're not making any sales. They're not getting anybody to call them back. They're not getting any response. They're not setting up any appointments. That's what a spectator does. They're just watching things happen and jumping on the instigator side because they don't want to take accountability for them failing. And participators, they don't think about that. They're trying to break records. They're trying to figure out how this thing works. They're the ones that if you give them a manual, they take it home and read it all. They're the ones that basically are students first, leaders second. Participators are people that are actually making things happen. So after watching this video, you need to make a decision. Which one are you going to be? Are you going to be an instigator, a spectator, or a participator? Talk to y'all later. Work your way to the top because the bottom's too crowded. Become a 1%er.